So with Sheffield Hallam, what are your thoughts?
I think it's always a tough game against Hallam. I think no matter what sort of year we've had within the league, it's always going to be a difficult game, and there's always more pressure on it with it being varsity. But I'm really excited for it. I think we have a really good chance this year. So as long as we go out and put in the performance that we should, then I'm sure we'll be happy with it.
Absolutely. And the fact that everyone will be on the sidelines cheering for you. Can you just imagine if you won?
Yeah, no, I can't. I honestly can't wait. I was on the sidelines last year cheering for them, and so I'm really, really excited to be on the pitch and sort of be in that environment playing. A little bit more nervous with there being, I sort of know how big the crowds were last year, and I can imagine it'll be similar this year. But as long as it's a decent game of rugby.
Absolutely. And expectations going into the game?
I'm feeling pretty positive about it. I think we should have a really good chance. Looking at the squad we have this year, it's a really strong squad. We've sort of just gone from strength to strength across the season. We've really built as a team, and so hopefully we'll be at peak performance by the time varsity comes around.
Amazing. And I was about to ask you about the season. How's it been so far?
It's been difficult. It's a really, really competitive league. The results haven't always gone our way, but the performances, you can't fault. They have just got continuously better. Seeing players develop the way they have, as I said, the results don't reflect what's happened on the pitch this season, because I couldn't be prouder of the team and the year they've had.
And do you have a message for your fellow teammates ahead of varsity?
Just to enjoy it. Like, varsity is one of those experiences that you might get once, you might get twice, but it is the biggest event of the year, it's the biggest game of the year, and it should be the one that you enjoy playing the most. So as long as we go out and play the rugby we've been playing all season, enjoy what we're doing, the result will look after itself.
Hello, we're now back in the studio. I'm joined by Harry and Rose. I wanted to discuss the captain's interview to begin with. So, the captain of the University of Sheffield team said that she's had a difficult season, but she's feeling confident going into the match. How do you think that's going to impact their game?
Well, I mean, as a captain, you have to be confident, because if you go into the match with, no kind of confidence at all, then that's what kind of role model are you for the team? So they are coming off the back of 7 losses in the last 7 games. So understandably, they're a bit under the weather, but I mean, there's nothing that one game can't change. I mean, Hallam themselves haven't been in the best of form, so when you get a captain like that who's determined to win and can feel this kind of comeback coming on. I mean, last year they came back in the second half as well. So this is a team that has personality. It does have heart. So yeah, I like it.
Yeah. And Rose, like Harry said, they've lost 7 games out of 7. How do you think that could impact their game? Do you think that could be a positive thing and spur them on to win?
Yeah, of course. I think the confidence is the most important thing as a team captain, and that will bring the positive energy and the spirits to the whole team. And looking to the past, that's the past, and we're going to look forward and to see how they perform in the coming game in 20 minutes.
And predictions for the game, standout players we could talk about. Taylor Coates, she's had an excellent season, as she did last season. What do you think she's going to do in this game?
Well, yeah, absolutely. She had a great season. I think she is the club captain. She is the person that can really kind of raise that team to the next level when they need it. That when they're in the pits, we saw it last year. Like I said, 15-19 was it this time last year. Sometimes the team needs someone to really drag them out of the pits, and I feel like Taylor's that kind of person. So what I've been told from representatives at the club is that she's super strong as well. So, and we've seen it in the men's match earlier this afternoon. Strength was the key. The forward pack was the key to that win. So yeah, I mean, from what I've heard about Taylor, she's a Hong Kong international. So she played out there for her actual national side in a tournament out there. So she knows what she's doing, basically.
Thanks, Harry. We're going to go down to pitch side with Connor now.
It's the main event of the evening. The floodlights are out. The crowd are going mental. If you come over here, as you can see, the Unity of Sheffield team are just leaving the pitch now. The fans are here. The Unity of Sheffield fans! Unity of, who's going to win? Well, I'm pretty sure that the Hallam fans are going to think something different. So if you come with me, the Hallam fans are way past. They are divided by the dugout. You can hear the boos already from the Union fans as we go past the dugout all the way to the Hallam fans. You can see the dugout's just here. They're just getting ready. And the Hallam fans are getting ready. So if we go over to the Hallam fans as they cheer off their teams. We are here. Right. Hallam fans, give us a cheer. Hallam, who's going to win? Well, there's clearly divided opinions. There's only one way to find out what happens, and that's by going back to the studio.
Thank you, Connor. The atmosphere sounds incredible down there. It's very exciting leading to the beginning of the match. Now on to the Hallam team. There's a lot of going on within the Hallam team. First off, their captain, she's injured.
Yeah, so obviously it's a massive loss for any team. Well, we mentioned the importance of a captain just now.
Yeah.
As soon as your captain's injured, that like beating heart of the team is lost. I mean, when you need a comeback, who can you turn to really? But they've been the captain for, I assume, the entire length of the season. So it's also a player that has had that experience to get there in the first place. So not only are they missing someone that is essentially their most important player in terms of morale, they're also missing arguably the most experienced player too, and someone that's been in these kind of situations before. In a team with, like we say, 12 freshers in it, it could be some really, really important experience that they're lacking.
And do you think with so many new players in the squad that this could possibly negatively impact their game, or do you think it could really spur them on to win?
I would love to think in a positive way, because when they are freshers, there's nothing to fear. They have no experience, they're just excited, they're pumped up for the game, and we're excited to see their performance in the...
Well, I mean, with freshers, it's like, if they win today, that stays with them for years, and you've got a team of winners for the next however many years to come. But also, there is that, obviously, lack of experience. They've never had a crowd like this before. This will be the biggest crowd. I don't know if you can hear outside. It's roaring outside. So to have a crowd of that magnitude as a fresher, there's a lot of pressure.
And looking at their past game, they also lost their past game, a bit like Uni of Sheffield. So, in a way, do you think they're on an even playing field going into this next match?
Yeah, I mean, it essentially boils down to whoever wants it more. When you've got two teams that are out of form, and neither is going their way, for instance, or the passes aren't just stringing together how they like. Sometimes it gets a bit scrappy, a bit messy, and it's in those little pockets of play that the champions decided.
Yeah, and standout players, we've got some really good players in this squad actually.
Yeah.
An ex-Scottish international in there among many.
Yeah, she's definitely the one to look out for. Izzy Flora, like you say, Scottish international, like recognised talent. There's not much more to say, to be honest.
And looking back at the men's game, if we can look back to early this afternoon, do you think this is going to spur on the teams, well, especially Uni of Sheffield, having seen that win?
Yeah, I mean, for those who were lucky enough to catch the game, what a game it was. I mean, it was back and forth, penalties, tries, there was last-minute drama, yellow cards. So, honestly, if this game coming up can be anything kind of in that kind of way, oh my God, we're in for a treat.
And regarding the way the teams are going to play the match, how do we think Hallam is going to play their game?
Well, I expect Hallam are probably the favourites. I mean, like we say, I think UOS 7 losses in the last 7 games. It's not exactly gone their way, but Hallam, like I say, are missing a captain, and they've got a lot of fresh talent in there. So I reckon Hallam, from what I've seen, some of their last results, they've scored kind of 80+ points, which is a big deal. It's it's a battering essentially. So they've proved that they can score. If they can take apart this UOS defensive line, then to be honest, I think it's their game to win.
And last year's Varsity, Hallam were 15-7 up before half-time, and then Uni of took it 19-15 by the end. So do we think we'll have a similar outcome this game?
I think any result could be possible as what we see in the game before for men's rugby. Like, they have been back and forth. It was such a game. Like, what an enjoyment we have had in the past 2 hours of that men's rugby game. I would say this game anything would be possible.
I mean, yeah, like Rose said, anything can happen. I mean, come half-time, we'll hopefully be a bit more clued up on it. But I reckon, my prediction is I think Hallam might come out on top. But like I say, it's one of those games where it's about whoever wants it more.
Yeah.
And if we look at the weather, I suppose, with all the wind and the lighting outside, do you think that's going to impact their game?
Well, I mean, if the men's game's anything to go by, the wind was a huge player. Because all it takes from then is the fullback to send a big looping kick into the air, and it can completely throw off the back line. In a match like this, it's the little intricacies that can make the difference, and sometimes whether the sun's in your eyes or if the wind's not going your way, that's all it takes.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think, to be honest, a game like this, it's more about the spectacle than the game sometimes. Sometimes players get too caught up in what's happening off the pitch with all the stands and the beating drums and the reporters, for instance, that they can it can become a bit too much. But I reckon, to be honest, these girls out there, but like we say, we've got Taylor Coates, who's a Hong Kong international. We've got Izzy Flora, who's a Scottish international. These are girls who have done this before. And hopefully they can deliver.
And talking about the women's game, that's really been up and coming in the past few years. How do you think these sort of matches will get other girls involved in the sport?
Go on.
That's a very good question. I feel like when talking about sports, people always think about men, think about strength and muscular build. But in this game, you're going to see what women also can do.
Well, thank you, Harry. Thank you, Rose. We'll be back in the studio very soon for some more.
Welcome to Forge TV.
So we're Forge TV and we're a student working committee that produces lots of content. So our main events are Varsity and elections, where we do big live streams.
But we're definitely trying to push this year for other projects around that. A lot of our committee have got new ideas, which is really interesting to bring to the table. I want to do international students interviews. So this is something that we can bring it up to the Forge TV meeting or anything that we want to do.
What we're trying to work on at the moment is celebrating Sheffield's music scene, and we're going to be live streaming local bands, and we really want people to get involved.
So anything you want to get involved with, anything you want to make, that's what Forge TV is all about.
I got involved because I saw the Forge TV stall at the activities fair in my first year. I've always been interested in doing media because I did it for A-level, but then I've come to university to do engineering, so I wanted to do some sort of media-based activities.
I was originally a radio presenter, still am. I do my own show on Forge Radio, and then someone came along and said, look, we need presenters for the elections coverage, you do politics, come and get involved. So I got involved through that. And then this year I decided to take up a committee role.
I wanted to try something completely new that I'd never done before, as well as push myself out my comfort zone, and Forge TV was perfect for that.
I love TV. I was involved in Forge Radio before this, but decided that TV was definitely more for me.
I got involved with Forge TV because it was extracurricular activity. I've studied journalism, so this I thought would give me a great boost up, and it definitely has.
So when I was coming to uni, I had done a bit of photography before, but not much media of this sort of thing, so I wanted to try it out, and I saw Forge TV online, and I thought it looked interesting, so I thought I'd just go for it.
I've become more confident. Just a few months ago, I never could have imagined doing something like this, but here I am.
I've improved massively being on Forge TV. When I joined the committee as head of graphics, I didn't really have any experience with Adobe Photoshop. I was making it up as I went along. Through repetition, by practicing a lot, I've become fully confident making graphics, designing logos, doing everything that's required for the role.
I wouldn't say I'm really confident in all kind of cameras or anything that are related to TV so far. Still not confident to say that, but I'm really happy because I'm improving every day, every time I'm in Forge TV.
So I've learned so much, both technical skills, but also just working with other people, sort of team working skills, working these projects, sort of time management, organisation skills. Just been great to be part of a team.
I think generally my on-camera presenting has got better. I had to read from a teleprompter, I had to be a lot more professional about it. I had to get used to knowing sort of scripts and things, whereas before I've always tended to just waffle on, like a bit like I'm doing now.
I think just working as a team, the committee are all great people, and if there's something that you're not very good at, there's definitely someone else who can help you with it.
What's great about Forge TV is you can get involved in front of the camera, behind the camera, whatever you want. So if you're not as comfortable in front of the camera, get involved behind the camera and be equally involved.
It's so welcoming, both in the committee and outside of the committee, because it can be quite intimidating, but it's so worthwhile because everyone there is willing to teach you what you need to know.
I recommend Forge TV to anybody who wants a bit of fun, wants to challenge themselves, wants to be creative.
It's a brilliant place to be involved in. There's so many different opportunities, whether it's sport, elections, or any of our many other smaller projects. There's so much to get involved in, and we really do need as many hands on deck as we possibly can get.
You don't have to have any experience or any skills as long as you're passionate about TV.
Just do it. Simple as that. Just do it.
We've been Amelia, Rose and Harry. It's looking to be a very exciting game ahead. We'll be with you at half-time to give you more, but now over to the commentary.
Hello everyone and welcome to the Women's Rugby Union 2023 Varsity. I'm Imogen Buckroyd and I'm joined with
Murphy. Hello everyone. It's a very windy day over here in the sports park. However, everyone's looking forward to the women's rugby. Here is your lineups today.
So for Hallam, the starting 15 are Faye Burnhill, Izzy Drexler, Hannah Haythorne at 3, Mariella Fallows, Jessica Harbert, Amy Vollins, Imogen Blythe. At number 8 we have Bethan Scarr. Number 9 is Isabel Stevens, who is the captain of the Hallam squad today. Nia Cohen-Thomas at 10, Emily Lawman, Talitha Steed, Emma Holmes, Daisy Edwards and Olga Lysett. And then as the subs we have Ella Pimer, Sophie Fidel, Kelsey McMaster, Holly Parnell, Mary Lockett, Emily Shepherd and Annie James at 22.
Cheers, Imogen. Starting in the Uni of team, we have local Sheffield Beth Arnold as number 1. Number 2, Taylor Coates. Number 3, Caitlin Donnellan. Number 4, Melissa Milson. Number 5, Flo Bale. Number 6, Eleanor Dacus. Number 7, Becca Bosworth. Number 8, Neve McNally. Number 9, Karis Jones. Our captain today, number 10, Olivia Mulvey. Number 11, Laurie Steele. Number 12, Aofi Ward. 13, Naomi Whitehead. 14, Tabby Groves. And 15, Daisy Roberts. Our finishers for today are number 16, Abby Laws. 17, Isabel Kupasarovic. 18, Megan Ainsworth. 19, Sophie Baggs. 20, Sophie Ross. 21, Caitlin Martin. And 22, Amelia D'Souza.
As you can probably hear, guys, we are just about to kick off here at Varsity.
Jump around playing through the speakers, a real atmosphere.
Sheffield Union will be coming out any minute.
Yeah.
Hallam just getting ready to receive.
Absolutely no sign of the Uni of so far, just Hallam girls outside at the moment.
Yeah, we should be in for an interesting match, definitely.
Yeah, seeing some interesting dance moves on the pitch already.
Yeah. As we said, guys, we are a few minutes from kick-off here at Hallam's Sports Park for 2023 Varsity.
Yeah, reporting for everyone who was unlucky enough to be here. It's been some great sports throughout the day.
There are the crowds as Sheffield Union come out.
Yeah, Union take their place on the pitch. Good turnout today as well for the crowd.
Absolutely, and good conditions to play in as well. Sun has just gone down, which helps us to see better.
No rain, luckily enough, as well.
Yeah.
Escaped the rain.
Hallam set to receive. Uni ready with the kick.
Very tense.
And we're underway.
Yep.
That's number 2, Izzy Drexler. Dropped ball, but rucked over by Hallam.
Yep, nice
quickly.
watch over. Yeah, number 9 throws it out.
Yeah. And it's a knock on.
See a scrum between the two teams.
it's a Hallam scrum, and our girls are just getting set. Let's see what they can do here. Oh, we're up again.
Looks like someone binded a bit too early.
Yeah. Let's see how quick Union of Sheffield's line speed is.
Yes. Here we go.
And it's out.
Got it.
That's number 12 switching to number 10, Nia, with a good run from Hallam's fullback, Olga Lyset.
Very safe hands.
Yep, but gone to ground.
Nice ruck over.
Hallam rucking over again.
Hallam just looking for a way through the
Yeah.
Uni of defence at the moment. Nice ruck over from Uni of.
Number 9. Out to Talitha instead. 13, fresher Emma Holmes goes over. Rucked over by Mario. Gone to ground again. I think that's Hallam's number 10, Nia.
Yep.
Hannah Haythorne running it in.
Nice tackle there from Melissa Milsom.
Absolutely. Faye Burnhill
Great
looked for the
tackle from Olivia.
offload.
It's our captain today, number 10.
And it looks like Faye
there's
is
a head injury.
Faye's
Ooh, no.
injured. Hopefully she's okay. That is not a good start to the match. She looks
No.
okay.
Never a good sign here.
No. But Faye has proved a really good asset to the Hallam side this year. She's come in as a fresher, but she's really proved
Yeah, it'd be a real
herself.
shame to miss her this early on. Chance for Uni of and Hallam to regroup now. What will an injury like this mean to Uni of looking forwards? How are they going to set up their team now?
We'll have to wait and see. I mean, Faye could be her ankle there. I'm not too sure, but definitely this regrouping this early on will definitely help, hopefully, to calm some nerves now they've just put in their big first tackles.
Nice. Looked like she was singling to her head now, but it looks like her knee's getting treatment. Not quite sure what's going on from this view. Uni of take the ball, looking to do some drills, make the most of this time. Don't know whether they're just intimidating the opposition or flaunting their skills.
Yeah, it looks like it could be leg, ankle or knee perhaps from Faye Burnhill.
She's holding her stomach, she doesn't look too great. Oh,
No, something's definitely
that's a
happened.
shame.
So that is Faye Burnhill, Hallam's number 1 off, and Sophie Fidel, number 17, on for Faye. That's their number 10 going for the kick.
It's gone out just at the halfway line.
We'll now have our first line-outs of the match. Let's see what Hallam can do here.
Be Izzy Drexler taking. Be interesting to see how Hallam set this one up in such a windy day. And very well collected.
9 chipped out to number 7, Imogen Blythe.
Nicely distributed, looks like a knock on maybe. It's a shame, really preventing any Hallam momentum there.
Absolutely. Could have gained yards, but no yards were gained, in fact.
No.
Were lost.
Yeah.
So we're going for a Uni of scrum now.
Yep. Karis Jones will place the ball in the middle of the scrum, our number 9. Looks like just a bit of binding too early.
Yeah.
go.
Here we go.
Gareth's placing the ball in the scrum.
It's out.
Very well collected. She
Number
runs
9
distributed.
to number 10, their captain.
Oh,
She's
she's got
making
a run
yards. Brought down by Hallam's number 15,
very
but
well
number 9, Union number 9, Karis Jones.
Well done. That'll be the first points on the board for Union here. Hopefully they're not the only ones for the girls.
Absolutely. She made a brilliant breakthrough there from her captain and to number 9.
Making the most of a sleepy Hallam at the start here.
Yeah.
Let's see if she can convert this kick.
It's quite windy, so yeah, let's have a look.
Not only got a battle with the elements. It's Captain Olivia Mulvey kicking. Some big strides.
Oh, so windy, the ball's fallen, and yeah.
Couldn't make the most of that, unfortunately.
No conversion, but 5-0 to Union.
Yeah. Looks like the wind got to the ball before she did.
Absolutely. Union set to receive. Hallam's number 10, Nia, kicking.
Hopefully Hallam can come back from an early try. They looked very promising from the start on.
Number 12, Aofi Ward, has picked it up.
She's driving forward.
Yeah.
Makes very good ground.
Took a few Hallam girls to get her down just then.
Neve McNally rocking over, taking most of it. Okay. Number 1, Beth Arnold.
Again, taking a few Hallam girls to get her down there. She made good yards.
Distributed well by Karis Jones. Number 3, Kaylin Donnell.
Yeah, with a handoff. And, rooked over, but the ball was out. That's Becca Bosworth that's gone to the floor now.
Very big kick.
Yeah. Hallam's 15, Olga Lyset running, but ball was out.
Ball was out, couldn't quite get there in time.
Looks like there has been a head injury to Hallam's number 7, Imogen Blythe.
Another one. That's not great. Hopefully this doesn't take her out of the competition just yet.
No, I think it was from the rooking over. She seems to be okay.
Yep, she's getting back up.
Still holding her head, but yeah, I think she's playing on.
We love to see that.
Absolutely. Too early to be going out in this
definitely.
varsity. And she's back in the game. Again, Izzy Drexler with the throw-in.
Big kick. Oh, Sheffield get a touch on it.
Yeah, that was number 10, Nia Cohen-Thomas, who tried to kick, but Sheffield blocked the kick. So here we go for a scrum.
Yep.
Sheffield very close to their try line. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah. Hallam ladies trying to sort their line out, trying to sort out their positioning. Hopefully they can make the most of this scrum. They've set and bounded. Hallam looked to have won the ball.
Yeah, scrum collapse, but
big kick to make some yards. Ooh. Unfortunately doesn't get there 15. Unfortunate to let the ball bounce in these conditions.
Yeah.
The wind could just take it.
That's their number 8, Neve McNally, gone to ground, made a few yards in her run.
Driving forward again, Beth Arnold. Not quite gone to ground just yet. Trying to make the most of her run. And she gone to ground and they've rocked over. Number 9, number 10 with the ball now, passing it along the line very smoothly, safe hands. Looking to make even more ground.
That was number 15, Daisy Roberts.
Number 6
Made a
on the
brilliant
ball.
run.
And it's a try. Just such a quick ruck over, and they've distributed the ball so quickly. I think that's a try from...
Was that number 9?
Yeah, I think number 9. Keris Jones has got the try.
Yeah.
That's 2 under the belt now. 10 points on the board.
Chanting below us.
The Uni of girls chanting down in the crowd. Couple profanities. Let's see whether they can make the most of this kick in the weather.
Yeah.
Just one of the players holding the ball for the other, I think.
Let's see what she can do this time.
Big kick. Doesn't quite just make it.
So that is 10-0 to Uni of Sheffield.
Yep. Doesn't look like the Hallam have dropped their heads just yet. They're still in the game. Anything can happen.
Absolutely.
Under the lights now, I think the floodlights have just turned on.
A nice but cold evening.
Yeah.
I'm sure the girls won't be saying the same after all that running, but...
I certainly don't envy some of these girls out here without a coat on, that's for sure.
That's Nia Cohen-Thomas with the kick, caught by Uni of Sheffield's
Very
number 10.
safe hands, kicked again.
Olga Lyset, number 15, sprinting for it again. Picked up, tackled to ground
Collected.
by number 6.
Looks like it was a successful collection of the ball from Uni of.
Penalty to Hallam. And looks like going for the kick to corner. Oh!
Unfortunately not caught.
That was Hallam's number 9, Isabel Stevens, trying to catch, but I think it had just gone out before she could.
Yeah. So we're setting up for another scrum here.
Yeah, more or less the same place, a few
Yeah.
yards behind, but again, Uni of girls are setting wide and deep.
Yep, Keris Jones to place the ball in the middle. Scorer of the second try.
And that's penalty, Uni of, I think.
Yep, looks that way.
Yeah.
Not sure what quite happened in the middle of that scrum there, but it's a penalty either way.
Yep. And Nia, number 10, again kicking.
It's just gone out. Very unfortunate.
Mm.
However, the wind can take anything at this point. It's unruly.
Yeah.
See a first Uni of line out.
Taken by Taylor Coates.
Yep.
That's Uni of Sheffield's chair.
Couldn't quite collect it there. Number 9 collects the ball, however, drives forward, lays it off to number 10, Olivia Mulvey.
Who's still driving forward.
Still driving forward. Now goes to ground as number 7, Becca Bosworth, looks to
Here
rock
goes
over.
Uni of's number 8, Neve McNally. Hallam girls drifting out wide. But number
Making some
3,
valuable yards.
number 3 goes in, rooking over now.
Oh, number 2
And
collected
that's-
the ball. She's making some
Oh.
valuable yards. I think she's got it. Try,
she?
yeah.
Yeah. So that's
Taylor Coates with a try there.
right under the post, so let's see how number 10, Olivia McNulvey, can kick now.
Yep. Hopefully a successful conversion here. Some more help from number 2 with the kicky.
Taylor Coates, who scored, now lying on the floor.
Don't envy her. Oh, there we go, it's converted.
Yeah.
Very well done.
We are on 17-0 to Uni of Sheffield. After their captain, Olivia McNulvey, converts this kick. Uni of set to receive. Hallam with the kick.
Just hope they don't make the ball, don't let the ball bounce just yet.
Caught by Caris Jones, Uni scrum half.
Very nice catch, lays it off to number 3.
Yep. And that's number 7. Uni of's number 7, Becca Bosworth.
She's gone down as they ruck over.
Pod of forwards went in there for Uni of.
Uni of making their way slowly but surely back into the Hallam half.
Number 3.
Just pinched, number 4 pinched the ball off of Hallam there, Melissa Milsom.
And we have a scrum, a Hallam scrum this time. Almost at the halfway line.
Give Hallam a second to recuperate.
Let's see what they can do here.
Binding.
And
Nice
number
connection.
9 picked it up, ran with it. Talitha Steed.
So they can
to
ruck
ground.
over.
Izzy Stevens looking for a pod. Jess Harbert picks it up, goes to ground. Hannah Haythorne running it in.
Making some good yardage.
Oh, but it's switched. Uni of have turned it, kicked it.
Driving now for the ball.
Hallam's number 15 picked it up and kicked it.
Oh, number
But
12 here has the ball.
taken to ground by Hallam's 13, Emma Holmes. Uni of penalised. And that's out.
I think there might be another head injury for one of the Hallam girls. I think she's waving to the sidelines. Maybe we'll see our first change of the game. Yep, she's taken a knee.
Not sure the sideline have noticed, but oh, there we go. Lisa Parker runs onto the pitch, who is the actual Hallam captain, but she's still on the road to recovery due to a head injury, so Hallam's number 9, Isabel Stevens, is the captain of today's game for Hallam.
Just asking for her inhaler by the looks of things.
She's sorted, I think.
Good, good. It's been a strong start for Uni of, but can never count Hallam out.
Yeah, and we have a line out. Izzy Drexler with the throw in. Ref is. Oh no, we carry on.
Allowed play to go ahead,
Yep.
apparently.
Yeah. Knock
Oh,
on.
no. He's brought it back. I think it was a knock on from one of the Hallam girls. We'll see a scrum.
have a Hallam scrum. Let's see what they can do. Uniov's number 9.
Important tackle on number 10.
Number 13, Emma Holmes, making a few good yards. Knocked off
powering forwards.
A few of the Uniov people, however, think they've received a head injury. 2 of the Uniov girls, I'm not sure if they've bashed heads during Emma Holmes's yards.
She was making some very good handoffs, maybe a couple caught in the crossfire.
I can't work out.
Yeah, I can't quite see who's
the players who's down.
I can see number 20, Sophie Ross, warming up alongside 21, Caitlin Martin, as well as 16, Abby Laws, warming up on the touchline here for Uniov. I wonder if some of the reason why Hallam haven't found good footing at the start of this game is because 12 out of their 22 in the lineup are freshers, whether that has any effect on their game today.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a valid point. Uniov definitely have the experience on their side, being in a higher league than Hallam too.
Yeah.
Although they have both come second to bottom in their seasons, so.
Yeah. Not crazy luck from either side this year.
Looks like it's the Uniov captain, number 10, who was down. She's now up, but the other Uniov player remains down. I think her head's getting looked at there.
I wonder who will take the conversions if number 10 has to go off. But
she's being applauded back to the team.
From a roar from the crowd.
I have a feeling that could be Uniov's number 11.
Yeah, possibly. I think it will be a change. Yep. Abby Laws comes on, number 16. Play goes on. Music blaring from the speakers up here now, adding to the atmosphere. No complaints from the crowd.
I think they're playing music for the cheerleaders over there.
Yeah. Oh, right.
But we're back here with the scrum almost at the halfway line. Uniov scrum.
I see. Cheerleaders for the men's 2-game half-time show by the looks of things.
Oh, ball out. Got kicked out of the scrum by accident, I think, number 9.
Yeah.
Tried to pick it up, but
they'll set it up and
go
again. Karis Jones to put the ball in, looking to receive it.
Hasn't got it out yet.
There we go, she takes it and makes some yards. Lays it off to number 10, who just drops the ball. I think that'll be a knock-on.
Yeah.
Hallam look after the ball with a good ruck.
Jess Harbert taken to ground. Izzy Drexler making valuable yards for Hallam.
Oh, she might be through here.
Almost through.
Lays it off to number 12.
Passes it to Talitha.
Just one more pass down this wing maybe and they could have seen themselves with 5 points on the board.
Absolutely. Hannah Haythorne taken to ground. Jess Harbert again. Tried to hand off the player but taken to ground. Oh. Uniov almost turned it, but no. Oh, penalty, but
The ref looks to set it up properly.
yeah, Hallam's captain tried to take it very quickly.
Yep. Big kick. Let's hope they don't let it bounce. Ooh.
Out.
Can never judge the bounce, unfortunately.
No, it's a risky one.
Yeah, not quite football.
We're getting edging very close to Hallam's try line now.
Yep. We're going to see a line out from Hallam now.
Yeah, taken by Izzy Drexler, Hallam's okay for the day.
Izzy being a very important part of the squad, driving through, getting most of the yards in that last run.
Oh. Was that to do with the line out?
Yeah,
Not
I
straight.
think the line out wasn't straight enough.
Yep.
Favouring a little bit on the side of our Hallam girls, which is fair enough, but against the rules.
Some say it's the wind, some
Yeah.
say it's the throw.
Could have been the win, could have very much been the win.
So we're going for a scrum now, Hallam scrum.
Same again, same setup again with Karis Jones placing the ball in the middle. We're still very close to the uni off try line here.
The scrum's been pulled again.
Not quite sure what for here, but yeah, Hallam, a uni off kick the ball here.
Good kick. Oh.
Oh, just a bit of miscommunication there from 15 and 10.
Yeah. But it's gone to ground. Hallam trying to rook over. Hannah Haythorne popped it to number 5, Jess Harbert. Uniov turned the ball. Number 9 tried to ship it out, but
Just managing away to keep away the Hallam ruck.
brilliant tackle there from number 2, Izzy Drexler.
Yep.
Against Beth Arnold.
Doing very well to keep the uni off girls away from their half.
Talitha said, rooking over, and it's out again. Number 8, Niamh McNally for Uni of Sheffield, gone to ground there, but made valuable yards again, past the halfway line. Number 1, Beth Arnold. Took a few Hallam girls to get her down, but
Karis will distribute.
number 10.
Kick of the ball. 15 looks after it. Makes a run.
Taken to ground. And that's a penalty taken very quickly by Karis Jones. Number 10, Talitha said. Number 12, Talitha said, keeps it up. Hallam girls drifting now.
Hallam needs to be careful here, not to let the uni off come through.
Yeah.
Very dangerous.
All the Hallam girls on their.
It's a great tackle.
Yeah.
Very close to the try line. Another good tackle. Looks like they're just keeping them away from the try line. Very smart. Oh, one of them just breaks away.
Hallam defence still strong here. Karis Jones, number 9. Numbers.
Oh, Pike lays it off to 13.
That's number 13, Naomi Whitehead.
Scores a try for Uniov.
There's a definite overlap.
Yeah, thinking maybe Uni have set themselves a bit wider than Hallam, allow themselves to make the most of that empty wing, but there's a much better showing from Hallam that round.
Yes, definitely.
Naomi gives the crowd a wave as they chant her name. Always love to see everyone enjoy themselves here at the sports park.
Again, number 10, Olivia McNulty, is taking the kick. As it stands, we are 22-0 Uniov. If she gets this kick, 24.
Just falls a little bit short of the post there.
I'm not sure if there's an injury to one of the Hallam players over there.
Oh, I see. One of them's fallen to the ground.
Yeah.
Very misfortunate for Hallam here.
Yeah, Hallam girls are sticking with her, so game can't continue at the moment. Can't quite see who it is. Think it might be. Okay, it was Maz. However, she's up and she's running back to.
It's great to see.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened there, but she seems okay now. That's number 4, Mariella Fallows.
Looks like there's been a substitution. Emily Shepherd's come on for not quite sure who.
Yep, so Emily Shepherd's on for... Okay, so we've had a few changes. So number 11, Emily Lawman, is now Hallam's fullback. Olga Lyset goes off. Emily Shepherd is now on the other wing. Scrum collapsed. Hallam penalised. Number 17. Sophie Fidel. It looks like she's injured from that collapsed scrum.
Yep, part of that collapse.
Yep, so Hallam have made a substitution and a change to where the girls are. Number 11, Emily Lawman, is now Hallam's 15. Olga Lyset off. Emily Shepherd is on the wing. That's number 21.
I think we must be close to half time here as Uniov take that kick. Goes out of play. Crowd still going wild as the play moves towards them.
Number 2, Taylor Coates, taking the line out for Union of Sheffield.
Yep. Ooh, looks like she directed the throw a little bit away from Hallam there.
So just like we did over near the other try line, we're going from a line out to a scrum.
Yep. Sheffield here attacking to ours and your left in the gold and black.
Hallam girls still have big smiles on their faces.
As they bind for the scrum, ball goes under.
Isabel Stevens hasn't got the ball out just yet. Ships it out. Number 10. Number 12, Talitha Stead. Number 13, Emma Holmes.
Some good yards.
Good run but picked up straight away by Daisy Shepherd. Emma Holmes down.
Oh yeah, it looks like another injury, but play will go on. University take the ball.
Yep. And refs called the play off just for now.
Yep. Union looking fairly disgruntled as the play may have gone in their favour.
Absolutely. That was number 3, Caitlin Donnellan, who was running that ball in.
What the ref says goes, so play will be stopped.
And he's just talking to Isabel Stevens.
Yep.
As Emma Holmes is still down. Looks like a leg injury again, possibly ankle.
Maybe possibly suggesting a substitution here for the Hallam team.
Short time to regroup.
Yep, definitely.
Emma Holmes is up. Oh, it looks like it was her shoulder actually. She's just stretching it off. She looks okay though. I think she's staying on.
Perfect.
I think. Yeah.
We'll see a
stretching that shoulder out.
University of Sheffield scrum. Karis Jones puts the ball in. Karis will collect it at the end of the scrum as well, distribute it to number 10, Olivia.
Number 15, Daisy Roberts, making brilliant yards here for Hallam. She's still not being brought down as we reach the 22.
Finally brought down, and Uniov have a chance to ruck over. Karis distributes the ball again to number 5.
Brilliant run there from Daisy Roberts as we almost reach half time here. Number 10, making good yards. Uniov penalised.
Not letting go of the player, I believe. Oh, number 11 there just lets it bounce Laurie, which is unfortunate.
And ball goes out.
As the line out encloses into the Hallam and Uniov crowds, the crowd goes a bit crazy.
Izzy Drexler with the throw in. Caught by Bethan Scar, number 8. Popped it to Isabel Stevens. Jess Harbert caught Nia Cohen-Thomas now. Trying to find space, couldn't quite find it for the Hallam girls. And she's brought to ground.
So penalty there.
Nia with the kick. It's out.
As it descends into the crowd.
Izzy Drexler again. Number 2 for Hallam. It's going to throw in. Hallam setting up.
Hallam making some good yards here into the Uniov.
Lovely throw in from Izzy Drexler. Number 12, Talitha Seed. Making some brilliant yards. Pass to Emma Holmes, Hallam's number 13.
This is great from Hallam.
Popped it to Talitha again, number 12, but is driven back by a Uniov girl. That's Mariella Fallows taking it in. Shipped out by number 2, Bethan Scar, number 8 for Hallam, running the ball in.
Very well tackled.
Yeah. Rest blown. Union penalised again.
Turn will take the kick. Very well caught.
Yep, stays in play.
Union powering forwards.
Hallam brought her down.
Hallam setting up a rather defensive line here just outside the Union try line.
Driven by Union. Hallam lose a few yards here.
Carroll's distributing the ball to our captain.
Kicks it. Ooh. Union trying to catch the ball there. Didn't quite reach it.
I think they're giving away a line out by the looks of this. I think we might be seeing a show from the cheerleaders at half time, so warn anyone watching not to go anywhere.
Mariella follows, catches it. Jess Harbert takes it to ground for Hallam. Izzy Stevens looking where to go for Hallam. Weren't quite set up on the right, went for the left. Now she's going right. Oh.
It's an unfortunate drop of the ball.
Yeah. And rooked over by Union very well. Hallam almost fumbled. Number 10, Nia Cohen-Thomas, kicks it up the pitch. Number 11,
big tackle.
Steele.
Number 15 making some yards here.
That's Daisy Roberts. Made brilliant yards again. Hallam girls.
Hallam having a strong ruck over. Stopped by number 16, Abby Laws though.
Screaming ball left as number 10, Olivia Norvey, picked up by Emily Lawman from Hallam.
See Union with the ball here.
Yep, I think we are seconds away from half-time now.
Yeah, not long now. Hopefully.
Going into half-time.
Close to the camera there. Almost taking out some of the team here.
It's still 22-0 to Union. Taylor Coates with the throw-in.
Setting up the line out now. Must be tough in this wind.
Let's see if this one's straight. Yep.
Not quite. Again. Don't envy Taylor Coates' job in this weather.
Well, this has been a brilliant first half from both sides. Hallam not giving up at all. Union scoring valuable points here.
Yep, definitely.
And I think it's a Hallam scrum.
I think both sides can be happy with their performances.
Absolutely.
I think number 9 for Union, Keris Jones, has been very good. And it looks like there was a collapse of the scrum there.
Hallam penalised again. Number number 9, Izzy. Talking to the ref here. And that's also number 16, Ella Pimer, being spoken to by the ref. Kicked by the Union captain.
Yep, captain and fly half.
Around the 22.
We'll see another line out.
Will this one be straight?
Taylor stepping up to throw.
Izzy Drexler.
Very well collected, yes, and it's straight. Play can commence. Both sides commence into a maul. Oh, and Union come out of it.
Caitlin Donlan grabbed the ball and ran with it.
Gone to the ground now. Union rock over.
As Hallam girls scream to drift wider. Number 16 there, Abby Laws.
13, 15.
Shipped out to number 15, Daisy Roberts.
A little bit too much space for her there. She drives through. And it's a try. Daisy Roberts there. Union of Sheffield fullback scores a try.
Crowd below us seem very happy by that performance.
Just before the second half, that might be a very important try.
Absolutely.
Even more interesting chants from the crowd below.
As it stands, 27-0. Let's see if we can get this kick for Union.
Yep.
Looks like a good position.
Yep, Olivia taking the kick once again. A little bit more help from her teammate on the floor.
Hallam girls sprint, but she gets the conversion.
She gets the conversion, very well done.
Half time, and that's 29-0.
So it's 29-0 so far at half time as both teams go back. Over to the guys in the studio.
And I'm back in the studio with Harry and Rose. What an exciting first half we've had. It's been a bit of an interesting one for Hallam, but let's talk about their captain. Their captain hasn't even played this game, and then to have an injury so early on in the game, how do you think that's affected them?
Honestly, I mean, the fact that they started without a captain that they've had for most of the season is pretty telling about the result outside, to be honest. I mean, to have that leader kind of stripped from them for no fault of their own, and then also to have 2 injuries in the first kind of like 15 minutes, it's a big blow for Hallam. I mean, first of all, I thought they started really well. Statement of intent, I thought they were probably the better team for the first kind of couple of minutes. But as soon as Faye Burnhill got a nasty arm injury, number 3 for them, the whole pace changed. I mean, we're looking at, 29-0 now as of very recently. That's the long and short of it, I think.
And how integral do you think that captain player is in the game? And without that captain, how do you think that's affected them? Especially because they've got 12 freshers in their squad. So it's a really fresh team. They've not played together for as long as some of the Union of Sheffield players. How do you think that's affected their game?
Well, yeah, the captain figure is the most important person on the pitch at any given time. I mean, without them, I mean, we saw it last year, the kind of comebacks that we're used to seeing in varsity, without the captain figure to inspire that kind of mentality in the team, you do worry a little bit for the Hallam cause, because, like I said, the captain is the beating heart, and when you take that away, who is there to rally the troops when you're 29-0 down at half-time, for instance?
But it's definitely still all to play for. I mean, at this time last year, Hallam were winning, and then Union of Sheffield took it back in the second half. Rose, what's your opinion on it being such a young squad in the Hallam team, and also how do you think the Union of Sheffield has played with that?
I think having 12 freshers in their team on this play, Hallam is definitely, it's a very interesting situation for them, and without the captain, but they're definitely trying their best. It's going to be such a good experience for all these freshers for their coming next year varsity game as well. No matter what the result, it's going to be, obviously right now Union's in obviously leading position right now, And I think for Uni Off, like they have had a really rough season for the past 7 games they have had. And this win will be, if they can get this win, and even like now this lead in the game will give them such encouragement for their future game in the league.
And as we were talking about before, with Uni of Sheffield, they lost 7 games out of 7. This will be such a morale boost for them. I want to talk about some of the tries. So the first try we saw, I believe it was number 9, Karis Jones.
That's the one, yeah.
Yeah. It was such a quick start and such a boost to their morale, must have been.
Yeah, great try actually, a bit like a breakaway, wasn't it? Again, to score a try in that kind of fashion against your biggest rivals, when you've got come off the back of 7 consecutive defeats, it's massive. It's massive for the confidence. And to be honest, I think that's carried them through into this, like that form that they found this game has been inspired by that early try. I mean, the nature of it was a quick breakaway. The crowd here has been fantastic. I mean, the support's really turned up. And I think that may be why, we mentioned the freshers for Hallam, that may be why it's going a bit sour for them at the moment, because you've got so much inexperience in that team that haven't played in front of this many people before. I mean, you've got players for UOS that have been playing for, what, 7 or 8 years kind of thing in front of these kind of crowds. I mean, including international players. So I do think that maybe it's just the atmosphere's getting the better of them.
And do you think with so many injuries throughout the first half, it's been a real stop-start game? How do you think that's impacted the momentum of the game? Rose, I'll ask you.
I think with so many injuries in the very beginning of this game, it's actually very shocking to me. Like when you see your teammate is being injured and taking off, I think it's scary as a player on the game when you still have to just to take your strengths and to play against the other team, which was really high spirit supporting them. I think it's very hard, like even not only mentally but physically as well.
And I mean, the problem is whenever a player gets injured, the momentum can completely stop. Like rugby's a game all about momentum. So as soon as you kind of get into the swing of things, to have that completely kind of severed by one of your own players of all things going down, it can be a really tough battle to kind of climb back out of, because it's a bit like having a car going at 100 miles an hour and it just slamming on the brakes and then having to go like stop-start again. So it's understandable why they've struggled to really kind of get off the floor really.
And the third try of the first half, scored by Taylor Coates, as we mentioned earlier.
We
were hoping to be a stand-up player, and she's proved us right.
Yeah, she's a great player. It was a great try as well. I mean, I think Uni are winning the physical battle out there, and it's clear. You can hear it in the crowd. A lot of cheering, because we're sat at the end where the Uni of fans are essentially, and it was a noisy first half.
Noisy,
wasn't it?
yeah.
Good spirit.
But yeah, no, a great try, and she's proved to be one of the best players on the pitch.
But I would say Hallam is still putting up a good fight, and it's all to play for the second half. Have you got any predictions for the second half, or is it just anything could happen?
Well, it's one of those where I think it could go either way. It will either be Uni of become a little bit complacent, they kind of sit back, they've got the points, so it's whether they almost freeze up because they're like, oh no, we're fine, we're cruising, and then Hallam then bite them back, or if Uni of decide to like keep their foot down and keep pressing, then well, it could be obviously more and more points for Uni of. So we'll see. I'm hoping for a little bit more from Hallam, because they've got the good players, they've got loads of freshers, good talent. So it'll be good to see them get a bit more creative and unleash that attack.
Rose, what are your thoughts on that for the second half?
I'm standing a very positive situation for Uni of just seeing the score at the moment, but also for Hallam, like they are such great players. There's so many experienced players who are also contract players in this league and also I think Hallam is also having good spirit, like they are getting their way, they are getting used to the game, and they're going to push their way through in the next half.
I mean, it's easy to forget, like because of the nature of the scores in the first half, loads of the points were scored within like minutes of each other. So it's been like a big kind of cluster of points scored at once.
Right, we're just going to go down to the commentary team who are chatting to some of the fans by the pitch.
What a first half that was for Uni of Sheffield. They've absolutely battered Hallam in that first half. Fans, how are you feeling after that first? They are absolutely buzzing so far. If you come over to me, we are actually going to interview our very own, Forge's very own, Hannah McGregor. Hannah, I mean, how did that first half go?
Oh my God, amazing. Little fella, that was such a good performance. Absolutely loved it. Woo! Amazing.
Thank you very much. The Hallam players are getting absolutely booed onto the pitch already, as if they're not getting battered enough. They're getting battered by the fans here. I mean, we're going to send it back to the studio.
Thank you very much for that, Connor. Now on to the second half.
Okay, on to the commentators. 3, 2, 1, sorry.
And here we are, back into the commentary box for a beautiful second half of rugby.
Yeah, let's see what all the girls on this pitch can do this
and
half.
it's live.
I think Hallam still have the same team on the pitch.
Yep, doesn't look like there's been any changes.
Actually, Mary Lockett is on for Hallam. Over there on that wing.
The Uni of 17, Isabel Cooper-Sarovich has been brought onto the pitch as well. And he's driving forwards.
Taking about 4 Hallam girls to get number 8, Niamh McNally, down there.
Making it through the defence like a knife through butter almost. Oh, and I think that's a...
Yeah, big overlap there with numbers again.
Yep. Very solid ruck over from Uni of.
Number 10 ships it out to number 16, Abby Laws.
Making their way down the line, down to the wing here. Distributed once more, 13 has a bit more space to run.
There's another Hallam injury on the pitch as we enter this second half.
Very injury prone this squad by the looks of things, which is not what you like to see.
No, especially not at this vital moment. Number 10 tackled, brought down by number
forward.
13. Hallam have turned it. Number 17, Sophie Fidel, gone to ground. Number 2, Izzy Drexler, looking for the offload there.
The ref sees it fit to continue play, despite the Hallam injury. She's getting treatment on the pitch.
And Union have been penalised. Referee has now blown the whistle. And it's number 7, Imogen Blythe. Again, looks like an ankle injury for Imogen, but she has got back up. And
Powering on, definitely.
Playing on, yeah.
Very well caught there.
Yeah, brilliant catch there from the Uni of winger.
Olivia powering forward.
Uni of looking to set something up here. Forward pod, trying to drive through the Hallam squad.
Uni of go to ground.
Number 9, Carish Jones.
Distributes the ball. Uni of keep going.
Good rocking over too from Uni of there. Same way, going out to the left. Oh.
Well, it looks like a drop of the ball.
But Carish Jones picks it up there. Oh, as Hallam thought they had the ball there. Number 15, Olga Lyset, is back on the pitch.
So this half we have the maroon and black Hallam attacking to the left, and the gold and black Uni of attacking to the right. It's a big kick.
Yeah.
Just let it bounce out, unfortunately.
And we've started the second half with 29-0 Uni of Sheffield.
Another line out. Let's hope she's not too affected by the wind this time.
Hallam need to be careful here. Uni of could very much get some vital points.
Ooh,
And Hallam have caught the ball. Rooked over by the Hallam girls. That's Jess Harbert.
She's taken to ground. Uniov look to ruck over.
Isabel Stevens rocking over there. Emma Holmes, number 13.
She's making some good ground. Brought to ground by 17, Izzy Kupasarovic.
That was a good run from the fresher Emma from the Hallam squad.
Hallam once more brought down.
That's their number 10. Shipped out by Hallam's number 9. Izzy Drexler running the ball in. Taken to ground.
Hallam looking to make the most of their forward momentum here.
That was Nia Cohen-Thomas with the kick.
Places a big kick, 20 to collect it. That's Sophie Ross.
Ball's out.
And we should see a line out here.
Hallam did well there to turn the ball quickly and just gave them a little bit of breathing space as they headed towards the halfway line where we'll see a line out.
Yep. It's pretty polar out here. The wind's taking control. Out goes Hallam's way. Unfortunately, they don't quite catch the ball. It's picked up by Uniov.
Karis Jones out to number 13, Naomi Whitehead. Number 15, Daisy Roberts.
Making some great yards.
Looking for the offload. Naomi Whitehead got the offload.
So we come down to
number 16, Abby Laws. Tackled by Mary Lockett from Hallam. Hallam again need to be careful, but number 19.
Sophie Baggs edge their way closer to the try line here.
Yeah.
So they look to spread out. And drive forward as
Number
Beth
1.
Arnold makes her way. See which direction they go in here.
Hallam girls again calling out to Drift Rider.
Oh, that's a try for Uniov.
Not sure who scored that one.
Looks to me like number 1, Beth Arnold. I could be wrong.
Union did very well there to take the ball to ground and score the try. Supporters below us making some loud chants too.
Taylor Coates will look to help out Olivia Mulvey in the kick, preventing the ball from falling over like it did earlier in the game.
Let's see if she can get this conversion.
Definitely don't envy her job keeping her face a little bit too close to the ball for my liking.
Went wide.
Not quite converted. It's been a great day for Uniov and the rugby team today. I think it's been a whitewash so far. Very close ones game. The twos beating the Hallam twos by quite a big margin, and looks like this game is going the same way.
But all is still to play for. The half time has only just ended. Let's see what our Hallam girls can do again. Caught by Emily Shepherd, number 21 looks for the offload, goes to ground. Driven over by Izzy Drexler.
Uniov collect the ball.
Knock on.
Looks like it's a...
We're now at 34 nil to Uniov here. It's a Union of Sheffield scrum. Shipped out by Karis Jones. Kicked
Big kick
by the captain. Emily Lawman picked up, running it in.
Oh, big tackle.
Tackled, but the ball went out. That was a brilliant tackle from Daisy Roberts.
Yep. Definitely ate her Weetabix this morning.
Emily Lawman has only been playing rugby for a few months now. She has come from American football, so she's doing very well to be in Hallam's 15 squad, playing fullback, which is a very vital position.
But it's a change of pace for her coming from American football.
Absolutely. Hopefully it means she can catch.
The line out finds Izzy Cooper-Savage.
Wow. Oh, brilliant hands there from number 10.
She's handing everyone off. She's
The
making valuable
captain.
yards.
Yeah, that was really good hands there. Ball could have fumbled very easily, but she kept it.
Yeah, almost doing keepy uppies with the ball.
Hallam penalised. As they have to go back 10.
Speaking of keepy uppies, it was the men's and women's footballs today. I'm not sure how the scorelines went, but I bet they were very good, just as good to watch as this.
Absolutely. And that is kicked into the corner.
Yeah, very close to the Hallam try line here.
And we'll see what Taylor Coates can do with this throw in. Both teams looking strong.
Ooh,
Hallam
quite catch it.
caught by Sophie Fidel, number 17. Kelsey McMaster running it in. Made a few valuable yards there. Oh, but it's turned and Carish Jones, Uni number 9.
Yeah, makes her way through.
Very close to Uniov.
Ooh,
Try
and
line,
I
and
think
it's down.
Yeah.
Uniov have scored another try.
Unfortunately, the Hallam defence looking rather leaky at this time. A couple of the women gone to the ground.
I think that was number 2, Taylor Coates.
Great performance.
Right under the posts again.
Ideal for Olivia to take a conversion kick. Still a strong turnout for the women's ones rugby, despite the Baltic weather. The crowd not failing to disappoint.
Hallam sprinting. Gets the conversion there.
So there's a substitution for the Uniov as Caitlin Martin comes on.
And substitution for Hallam as well. Jess Harbour off. Mariella Fallows on. Yeah. 41-0. Big kick from Hallam girls, dropped, but quickly picked up by number 22, Amelia D'Souza. The ref calls it. Hallam scrum. Scrum is set.
It's quickly picked up on the other end, but unfortunately mispicked up.
That was Isabel Stevens. Hallam's number 9 accidentally missed the ball. Quickly tries to take the girls down. Number 15, Daisy Roberts.
Still
taken down.
Forward.
I think that was for holding on.
Yep, the refs called it.
Just shows with that one mistake by Hallam, Uniov really took that into their hands and tried to win it back again.
Yeah, definitely. Not afraid to pounce as Uniov. Hallam defence not quite being able to stop the tricky Uni of players here as they make their way forwards after almost every possession.
Izzy Drexler with the throw in. Uni of grabbed it. Knock on. Ref called knock on, allows play to continue. Mary Lockett. Good run from fresher Mary as Hallam pull it right. Lovely switch there from Nia and Talitha, but Hallam are taken to ground. Union penalised.
Yep.
Number 10, Nia going for the kick.
Looks like a bit of a missed kick there.
Absolutely.
It's a bit dangerous doing a kick in this weather, especially trying to let it bounce. It's like playing the lottery. Never know where it's going to go.
The wind definitely caught up with that one.
I don't envy number 12 going off into the bush and getting the ball either. Yeah, nicely connected.
Drexler with the throw in, caught by Maz. Oh, fumbled by.
So possible knock on. Go in the direction of Uniov. Set up for another scrum.
Union scrum this time. Hallam girls on the defence.
Hopefully they'll make the most of this. As they bind. There goes, well collected by number 9. She drives forwards. She lays it off.
Ball dropped, but kicked
onwards.
Hallam
She gets
girls
the tackle
with
the
the
receiver. Ruck over just. Hallam's is a little bit better than the
That's
Unios.
Mario Fallows. Mariella with a brilliant run there for Hallam. Getting them up to the halfway line again. Izzy Drexler looks for a dummy. Brilliant handoff there by Izzy. Ball's not gone to ground just yet. Rooked over by the Hallam girls. That's Mary Lockett. Brilliant run there.
Some decent ground.
Maz taking it to ground again.
Hallam looking a bit more confident now.
Yep, absolutely. They're putting Uniov under pressure. But Uniov are staying strong with their defence here.
It's vital if they want anything out of this game as the minutes are going against them. So.
Substitution, Imogen Blythe, number 7. Come off, Holly Pownell. Come on, another substitution. Sophie Fidel, number 17. Come on for Ella Pimer. Imogen Blythe looks like she's holding her head there. Hopefully she's all right.
Yep.
As the game continues under the floodlights at the 2023 Women's Rugby Varsity.
Another kick.
Out.
Go out for a line out. Towards the Uni of try line here.
Izzy Drexler again with the throw in.
Looks like there's a change here for Uni of.
Yep, number 9, Carish Jones.
Coming on for number 14,
Tabby Groves.
Yep.
Tabby Groves used to play for Hallam, so we'll see how she plays for Uni of.
Possibly she'll have a target on her back from some of these Hallam girls.
Absolutely. Some may call her a traitor. caught there by Bethan Scar, Hallam's number 8.
Well, she definitely makes a mark on the game, taking down number 8.
Shipped out to number 12, Talitha Stead, and Nia with the switch. Nia's brought to ground, number
Important tackle
10.
there from Caitlin Martin.
Running in by Kelsey McMaster.
Union maintaining a strong defence.
Oh.
Ball's
Bounce,
just dropped.
but picked up by Hannah Haythorne.
Rather fortunate bounce.
Completely, that very much went in her favour. Ball's dropped. Bethan Scar with the pick up again, and a
Oh,
brilliant
she's made her way
run from
forward.
Bethan Scar. Will she looks for the offload?
Just prevented just before she could get to the try line.
Will Hallam get the try?
Union pulling out all the stops.
Absolutely. Hallam is still really pushing. Bethan Scar's run for Hallam then was absolutely vital, and it was a good one.
Ooh, just a drop
That was number 16, Ella Pimer, who knocked it on for Hallam, unfortunately.
Union defence as strong as Terps.
Yeah. I think there's been another substitution.
Yep.
Annie James. I think Annie James, yep.
Oh, and
Comes
Hallam-
on. Olga
Hallam power
Lyset
forwards.
comes off.
I think there might have been a
Substitution, but
I think there'll be a try. Oh, not
ref's not. Ref needs to make up his mind.
Ref's being reluctant to give anything. Looks like he might give a free kick.
Hallam girls go back. Union, I'm sure, are very pleased with that result from the ref.
Yep. I think by the looks of the scoreline they wouldn't mind giving away 5 points, but they're holding on, which is respectable.
Uni scrum.
Uni have come away with it.
Yep, shipped out by number 8, Neve McNally, who makes a brilliant run. Izzy Drexler grabbed the ball. Emma Holmes goes to ground. Number 2, Izzy Drexler again looking for the offload, offloads it. Hannah Haythorne. Bethan Scar once again getting close to the Hallam try line.
Yep. Hallam looking to speed up the play.
Ball's dropped but picked up by Nia, and Hallam driving it forward. Emma Holmes, number 13 for Hallam, tries to run it wide, gets tackled down. And that's Izzy Stevens, Hallam's captain again, trying to make some vital yards here.
It's a great showing from the University of Sheffield defence here, not letting Hallam get any sort of yards on them.
Yeah, it looks like there's been an injury from a Hallam girl as well in the middle of the field, but play continues.
Not the best time to go down.
Number 2, Izzy Drexler, out wide, ref calls it.
I think the injury's preventing the play a little bit there.
Looks like Jess Harbert may be coming back on. Yep, Jess Harbert switched out for Mariella Fallows. Injury is still down, can't work out who it is from the squad right now.
Union of Sheffield looking to call over their injury person as well, as one of their players has gone down, unfortunately. This is never great to see from either side. Looks like the Union of Sheffield men's 2s game has just concluded as the
And it
Uni of Sheffield and Hallam women's team continues to the left and the right of us.
And it's number 8, Bethan Scar.
Not sure who's down here for Uni of.
No. Yeah, number 8, Bethan Scar was down after her great few yards made by the Hallam number 8. She is back up though, and I think she's staying on. Uni of player still down.
Very important time to go down. It's not the best of timings. I mean, they're just on the peak of defending, and hopefully their heads don't go after one of their players goes down.
Hallam girls look like they're taking a few deep breaths before play continues. Uni of have had time to regroup too. Let's hope no one gets cold.
Yeah.
Play looks like it's about to continue. There's a scrum around the 5-metre line.
Bit of communication here from the Uni of Sheffield team as they sort their line out. As they go in for a scrum. It's a University of Hallam scrum.
University of Sheffield definitely marking all their players, but Bethan Scar pops it out to number 2, Izzy Drexler, near number 13, Emma Holmes again, trying to make them vital yards for Hallam, but it's brought down by the Uni of's defence. Isabel Stevens taking it to a forward pod, another forward pod in, Hannah Haythorne driving through the Uni of players. Number 2, Izzy Drexler, steps, Uni of player, again, goes to ground. Isabel Stevens shipped it out to Nia, who makes a breakthrough.
Almost thought she wasn't going to get it then.
Absolutely, that could have been held up, but Nia, Hallam's number 10, has a brilliant try right under the posts.
Perfect place for a conversion. Let's see if Hallam can make the most of this opportunity despite the wind blowing in the complete opposite direction.
I think she may be taking it herself as well, so let's see what the Hallam number 10 can do.
Uni of women look a bit disgruntled after that. Looking to hold on to a clean sheet throughout the entire game, but Hallam doing well there to get some points on the board.
Absolutely, I think them points are well deserved from Hallam. They haven't stopped. Nia doesn't quite convert the kick.
Just a bit wide.
5:41. Uni of Sheffield. Yep, like I was saying, I think the Hallam points are well deserved. They haven't stopped, even though the Uni of have put points past the Hallam girls.
Yeah, put them under pressure throughout.
Hallam set to receive. Uni of coming for the kick.
I think they've done well against the University of Sheffield. I think there's just a bit of a bridge in skill and people's experience.
Yeah, I mean, like we were saying, Hallam's squad is absolutely full of freshers this year. I think there's only about 10 older girls.
Yep. Whereas lots of familiar faces in the University of Sheffield team, which is definitely giving them a helping hand in this bout.
Caught by Izzy Stevens. Good
Strong
run.
tackle there.
Yep. Jess Harbert. Crash ball in. Izzy Stevens. Taking out to Ella Heimer. Again, makes a good run. To leave the set. Was looking for the offload, I think, but oh, Hallam have turned it. But it's Union were penalised.
Yep.
Yes, Union have turned it, but then they were penalised. Nia kicks it out around the halfway line.
There's still no bad blood between these teams. There's lots of players play with one another at the Sheffield Tigers, local club here in Sheffield.
Yeah, a lot of the girls do know each other from Sheffield Tigers, so definitely makes for a more interesting game when you know your opponents quite well.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
However, it looks like University of Sheffield were the ones to pounce on this game. Hopefully Hallam can claw it back.
Throw in Izzy Stevens. Bethan Scott, number 8, caught. Good run, but wasn't straight with the throw in.
Yeah, something we've seen throughout this game. Definitely because of the wind.
So we're going for a scrum now. Around the halfway line.
Number 20, Sophie Ross, warming up on the sideline here. Looking to come on, probably after this run of play. Going to a scrum.
Tabby Groves, University of number 9, puts the ball into the scrum.
Yep. She collects it.
And
lays it off.
Yep. And that was number 10 with a brilliant draw in for the Hallam defence. Daisy Roberts.
Very well done of Hallam there to prevent the ball from going out of play, and ends up going in their favour. Well, number 21 for Hallam's just gone down.
That's Emily Shepherd.
Some sort of
ankle.
Ooh. It's maybe not a bodily injury, more of a throwing up situation, but play continues.
Perhaps she's winded. As number 20, Daisy Roberts for Hallam, who played wing on the first half, comes on. Emily does not sound very well there on the sideline. So we go for a Uni of line out.
Taken by Taylor Coates.
Tubby Groves ships it out.
Yeah.
Uni of's captain, number 10.
Amelia lifted her up.
Pops it to Abby Laws.
Oh, and that's perfectly.
And that's Abby Laws.
Perfectly driven through there as Abby Laws scores on the try line.
Yeah.
Hallam defence looking leakier than a colander here, but
yeah, again, very close to the post, so let's see what the University of captain can do here. Uni of supporters making a lot of noise again down below us.
Calling for Abby to give them away, but she does. Must be a great feeling to score here at Varsity.
Completely, yeah.
All the players here should be proud of themselves.
Yeah, it has been a brilliant game to watch. Both teams really digging deep. Conversion is about to be taken. And
that's good.
Yeah.
It's converted there from Olivia. She's done very well with the conversions this game, despite the weather.
48, Uni of 5, Hallam.
Conversion partnership with Taylor Coates and Olivia Mulvey, our captain. She's done very well to stay on the pitch all game. Captain them through this.
Uni of set to receive. court. Driven to ground, that's number 1, Beth Arnold.
Big kick from Union. Some bounces out here to the Union of Sheffield fans.
Number 15, Daisy Roberts. Union was looking very much to catch that, I think, as she drove forward for Union. Another line out.
Yep. Both teams setting themselves up. So, a lift from Amelia to try and interfere with this catch. And as she does. And she collects the ball and drives forward with it.
Good catch and drive there from Amelia. Forward pod in there for Union. Number 6 from Hallam, Mary Lockett is down.
Elena with the interception there, and very important one too.
Number 6 Mary is down for Hallam. She's on the sideline now. Looks like an ankle injury. She's coming off. Mariella Fallows sprinting to the Hallam scrum there.
Wasting no time.
Getting involved very quickly. Hallam scrum. Let's see what they can do. Union of Sheffield really driving there. Scrum collapses.
Scrum collapsed and Union get the ball.
A good drive there from the Union of girls in the scrum.
Another big kick.
Ball goes out there in the corner. Good kick from the Union of captain.
Yeah, very well placed. What will we see here?
Union of girls are taken back from the ref, and we've got a scrum.
Yep. I think they might be retaking the scrum.
Stevens putting the ball in there for Hallam. There's a struggle. Union have turned it. Tabby Groves ships it out.
Some safe hands. Unfortunately knocked it on.
Yeah, ref is bringing it back.
Yep.
Penalty for Hallam. Union's captain going for the kick, it looks like.
Yeah, Union with the kick.
Kicks it out around the 22.
She doesn't look too pleased with that, but she's played very well this game, so it shouldn't be too disheartened. See another line out.
Taylor Coates taking the line out again for University of Sheffield.
big lift as Izzy Kupisarevic collects. Now going to a maul.
Court, yep. Mauls formed, both teams pushing hard. Union shipped it out.
Very big handoff.
Tabby Groves taken to ground by Talitha.
Union edging their way to the try line here.
Hallam girls drifting wide again as Union's number 1, Beth Arnold, carries the ball in.
Union of Sheffield looking to make the most of this ground they're making.
Number 19, Sophie Baggs, brought to ground.
Just a misplaced pass here.
Ball slightly fumbled there from the Union side.
Possession will turn over to Adam's favour as we see another scrum. Crowd still enjoying this game despite darkness taking over the sports park. All the more aesthetic under the lights.
Absolutely, yeah. And it's Isabel Stevens making a great run for Hallam there. Gets it to the 22. Jess Harbert making a few yards there for Hallam. Hannah Haythorne now taking the ball in, pops it to Ella Palmer, who takes it to ground. Izzy Stevens, quick ball again, out. We've gone to the backs now. Brilliant tackle there, but it's ripped away by Daisy Roberts tackling Talitha. Mariella
Very well
follows.
tackled there from Beth Arnold.
Quickly taken to ground and quickly high tackle there.
High tackle there, yeah.
Hallam's ball. Izzy Stevens looks like she wants to take it quickly, but she's given it to Nia. Hallam's number 10, who are going for the kick.
Kick just out of play there.
Line out.
Some very experienced players on both teams here.
Completely. Oh, Beth and Scar tried to pick up the ball there. Knock on.
And next game.
And there we have it. The Varsity 2023 game comes to an end.
Union of Sheffield team run onto the pitch.
Hallam girls should be very proud of themselves for keeping their heads.
As the crowd run onto the pitch on the last event of the 2023 Varsity.
We will throw it back to the studio now.
I'm back with Harry and Rose for the final part of the game, and what a final part it's been. It's been really enjoyable to watch, but there's still been some injuries from the Hallam half, and unfortunately with the score of 46-5 to the Union of, the Hallam team will be feeling a bit sad at the end of this game.
Yeah, I'd love to say it was a tale of two halves, but to be honest, it wasn't. I mean, it was more of the same. Fair play to University of Sheffield, because they really did pile on the points. I mean, we discussed it before half-time when we said it was either going to be a situation where Union sit back a little bit because they got the points, and but no, they just went crazy. Like they kept piling on the points. Fair play to them. They might feel a bit gutted because they've lost that clean sheet. But at the same time, I'm sure they won't mind. I mean, they've got a lot of points. It's a resounding win, one of the biggest wins in recent history, so great effort.
And like you said, they really did pile on the pressure with a try. Well, they had one try, then the second try from Taylor Coates, as we were saying in the first half. Really impressive from the Uni of Sheffield side. What do you think, Rose?
Yeah, absolutely. Just see from the score, 46-5, that is overwhelmingly winning over Hallam. But I would say it also such a good experience for the 12 freshers in Hallam team as well. For the first game they've ever appeared at Varsity, and absolutely it's such a big win for Uni of, and I'm really here for them.
And there were some really nice sequences of play. Just behind us we had Olivia Mulvey, the captain. She passed the ball to Abby Laws, who scored a try. That was a really nice bit of play over there, wasn't it?
Yeah, honestly, there's been some great passages of play. I mean, almost every try that was scored today was fantastic. I mean, some of the movement and the passing play was fantastic. I mean, I'm not surprised because I know how good these girls are, but they were just great.
And we can't forget, though, the Hallam try. They did score a try.
It was a nice try as well.
Yeah, it was a good try, and it's nice to see that they got some points in the game.
Yeah, I think they fully deserve it. I mean, credit to them, even though the points were getting piled on, their heads never went. They kept it composed. Like there weren't any awful challenges flying in that you sometimes see. And I mean, it's easy to forget 5 injuries for Hallam this game.
Yeah.
That's a massive portion, and some of them, like we mentioned in the first half. So early on, it's going to have a massive impact, isn't it? So I think they have a lot to be proud of.
Yeah. Well, we're going to throw it down to Connor, down on the pitch side with the captains.
Right, so I'm here with the Hallam team captain, Izzy. I mean, commiserations.
Thank you. Yeah.
I mean, how are you feeling after that game?
That's probably the best we've played all season. We've had a tough season, a lot of freshers in our team, so I'm just proud of them all for playing 80 minutes of good rugby. I think scoring a try, it's not a clean sheet, it's all we asked for them really.
Yeah, I mean, you guys seem to put in a lot of effort throughout that entire game. You guys seem to never give up, no matter what the scoreline was.
Yeah, we always say to each other, we play for each other and we don't give up. Like, no matter what the score is, we're on that pitch for each other, and it kind of gives us a good mentality.
Yeah, it's a great mentality to have. Right, I'll let you go and be with your team. Thank you so much for joining me. Back to you in the studio.
So that rounds up the final game in the sports park. Final thoughts, who's your woman of the match?
My woman of the match, there's so many to pick from, but I've gone for Karis Jones, the Uni of number 9. I thought she was fantastic. She scored the first try, I believe. Just a great player. It was a toss-up actually between her and Taylor Coates. Again, we've mentioned it so many times. What a player. Played abroad, played here, and to be honest, I think a toss-up for either of them. But for me, Karis Jones, it's so noticeable when a team has an amazing scrum half because they are the link between the forward and the back.
Yeah.
And having her there, she was cut above. It was good.
Rose, thoughts on your woman of the match?
I actually thought me.
The same.
Yeah, I would say the same one.
So going into the next season, we were discussing in half-time how the Uni of Sheffield team, they've got lots of older players that'll be leaving the squad, but Hallam have got lots of freshers in there. So in a way, they're at an advantage because they know how they play, they've had a big match. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, yeah, like we mentioned before the game, the amount of freshers, it was always going to be, even regardless of the result, it was always going to be a bit of a silver lining because having all those players now that have experienced it, they've seen a crowd like that, they've had crowds cheer against them as well as for them. Yeah, it's massive. I mean, any experience is good experience in this kind of game. So now, unfortunately, obviously they didn't win, but they've got experience to take them on for the next few games. And also, next year, obviously they won't be freshers anymore, they'll have that feeling inside, we need to win this. Like, we want to win this, get revenge. A bit like what we saw with Hallam in the men's game, where they were so close to that revenge because they got beaten so heavily the year before. So it makes it a real spectacle for next year, so something to really look forward to for sure.
And how do you think the Uni of Sheffield are going to cope having so many players leave their squad for the next season?
Yeah, it'll be tough. I mean, a lot of the senior players are the players like captain and the players that have been there for years and years. So even on a personal level, obviously you'll miss the players, but from a personal level, you've got so many players in the changing room or dressing room that are so kind of important for team morale, or players that are so kind of substantial in that group, like social group. So again, having a player play for you for 5 years and then to just vanish, it's going to have an effect. But we'll see, because if today's anything to go by, having freshers in your team can be a good thing. And to be honest, it's all good.
Yeah, and not even just freshers, just more under-experienced players.
Yeah.
You know, they're number 11, she was in American football.
Yeah,
She's only played rugby for 4 months.
Yeah.
So it's actually really impressive. And I think in the second half, they put up a really good fight.
Yeah, they can definitely have their heads held high.
Well, we're going to go back to Connor on the pitch side.
Right, so I'm joined by the Uni of captain Olivia. Thank you for joining me. I mean, how are you feeling after that?
Incredible, on top of the world. Like, it is just the best feeling you can imagine. It's such a big game and we wait all year for it, and to win it in the way we did, just words can't describe. Everyone's feeling on top of the world right now.
Yeah, I mean, you guys seemed in control throughout the entire game. How was that like, to not have that sort of pressure constantly on you? Or was it almost more pressure?
I mean, there's always pressure. You're never going to play a game this big and not feel constant pressure. I think for us it was keeping of the mindset of, as cliche as it is, you know, 0-0, and you play like it's 0-0 and you play the entire 80 minutes like that, because as you can see towards the sort of second half, how easy it is just to let it slip. And I mean, it takes a second to score a try, and so the last thing you want is to not be playing your best the entire time.
Yeah, to keep that concentration, it takes a lot. I mean, the support you had from the fans as well, it was magnificent, wasn't it?
Yeah, the fans are absolutely incredible, honestly. We couldn't have asked for more. So many people coming down. It just shows how big of a spectacle women's rugby really is.
Yeah, it was the main event of the night, and it surely felt like it. I'll let you go back to your team. Thank you for joining me, Olivia, and thank you back to you in the studio.
Well, thank you so much, Connor, for that. It was great to hear from the captains of both sides. What a fantastic day of sport it's been down at the sports park. That concludes all the coverage here at the Sheffield Hallam Sports Park. However, Varsity does continue into next week. Thank you so much, Harry and Rose, for joining me. It's been a great day, and thank you so much for watching.